All right. So, good morning to Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning to my fellow Tobagonians. My name is Dr. Sean Ned. I am the chairman of the Progressive Democratic Patriots, and I'm joined by our political leader, Mr. Watson Solomon Duke. And we join you today on the site of the Esplanade. And you can see in the backdrop the site for the replacement of the I Love Tobago sign. And we come to you on two main topics. Those topics are the hijacking of the Tobago businesses as well as the mismanagement of the Esplanade. Right? These are major concerns going on in the space right now. In a general sense, we're speaking about the mismanagement of special purpose companies. We are now 3 years in to another regime, and we have forgotten the purpose of these special purpose companies. Their job is to raise funds for us in Tobago. And we're here on the Esplanade to kind of review and have the political leaders speak on what's been going on in this space. In general, in Scarborough, we're seeing problems where the businesses are still shutting down. When you take a look at Scarborough, you still see the concerns of no activities going on in Scarborough that's bringing activities into the capital. And if you don't have activities coming in the capital, you cannot have economic growth and flourishing businesses. It's the same here on the Esplanade. The Esplanade's goal, if everybody remembers, is supposed to have indigenous businesses which have products and services for the people of Tobago, as well as to encourage tourists to come on this space and participate in its operations. And let's take a look around. Empty, empty. Right around where I am, you can check. Right behind me, all empty. What exactly is the plan after 3 years of operations? So we have failing businesses within the space of the capital, we have failing special purpose companies, and we have a failing Esplanade situation, right? And we are here to bring light to this and to remind persons that when we were voted in, we had a mandate. The mandate said that we're going to fix issues such as special purpose companies. So this area is supposed to be brimming with activities, right? And we wish to promote this, especially as we move into the next elections. So with that, I'd like to shift over to the political leader.
Thank you, media friends. We have lots of competition this morning with good music. But here we have a good issue. The issue of the persons who have been operating here, tenants of the Scarborough Esplanade, now in a fight for survival. The issue is one where the management has changed and it moved. As you know, we have won the elections and we promised the people of Tobago good living, a better shot at happiness, at earnings, at expanding their businesses, etc. And that we will use the THA to ensure that their businesses grow and those who want to start businesses get into starting businesses. And for that, the THA has created a number of companies. Let me just recite some of these companies. We have the Enterprise Assistance Grant Program. That's a program where they give grant to startup businesses and to ensure that they get off the ground. They also have a business support development organization within the THA, where they also support startup businesses and businesses that are already thriving. And they have the big mega unit called the Business Development Unit that grant loan, venture capital, and so on. So there are lots of areas in the THE where startup businesses can gain grants and support, etc. Today we have a crisis occurring here on this Scarborough Esplanade where persons are forced out of business. We have one person in particular, as you can see, Sion's Variety and Ceramic Store, whereby they are forcing this man out of business who is a legitimate tenant, claiming he owes some money. In an effort to correct that business, the owner would have gone, secured a small loan, paid it down, and tried to negotiate. They give him an unrealistic deadline and is now forcing him out. We are here in defense of this person in particular, but also many other tenants. Most of them are already shut down because running business in Scarborough is no longer a viable option. I have heard through the grapevine that many of the independent THA personnel are looking for life after political death. They are trying to occupy stores here under the names of other persons. So when they leave office, come next election, they can be seen here running business, legitimate business. These businesses here are for Tobagonians, and Tobagonians must be given the opportunity to have grants, which are available by several organizations I called earlier. They must be able to be given the kind of mentorship program where persons hold their hand and walk them through. So if there is a issue with the payment of rent here, and the rent has increased from $900 to $2,500 in or about 2015. That a 150% increase we're talking about, right, in rent. And business has slowed to a halt. If you look around today, there's no one traversing this area. If you look at the next side of town, there's no one traversing there either. Business in town has come to a halt, a grinding halt, because the man and woman who engage in domestic consumption, they just do not have the spare cash to spend. And so when you see someone in town, it is during lunchtime, they are buying lunch or trusting lunch and going back home. This has to be stopped. The THA currently under my colleague Fali Augustine, they have affected citizens in the hardest of way. They have affected them in their pockets. And we are standing here today saying, look, this cannot continue. They have attacked the person at Buku. They have attacked the persons who are doing business in Pigeon Point. And now they have come to Scarborough stating they're collecting rent. Collecting rent from what? There is no business here. Something has to be wrong with my good friend, Kevin McKenna, the new chairman. He's the hottest guy in town now. Trying to bully people into paying rent, claiming they're using rent to do this thing behind here. And if they are using rent to do that, then definitely this will not finish now. Because that has started about a month ago. And this is the level to move the I love you sign. Look at the paving stones. They're all dark, ash gray. They need to be power washed. Look at the grass. What's going on here? We're in the rainy season and the grass are drier than in the dry season. When you ask yourself what is going on, somebody came and did a restoration to a water line. And the water line has been fixed, but the ground remained unkempt. How do we attract people with these unpleasant surroundings? These businessmen are suffering because the THA under the Scarborough Enterprise, Esplanade Enterprise, they have failed to do their job. They have failed to make it beautiful. They have failed to make it attractive. And all the plans they have are just smoke and mirrors. We are calling as the Progressive Democratic Patriots for Scarborough to look like the tongue of Tobago. Let it look dignified. Stop making Scarborough an embarrassment to ourselves. The tourist season starts next month. What you going to show people? This dismal tongue? No one wants to see despair when they are on a holiday. This is not a social trip people are making. People are making a trip to see beauty, to bask in the indigenous nature of the Tobago people. When you close down this man that has the only ceramic shop here is this man. And he creates these ceramic ornaments with his own hands. He don't buy them. He manufactured them. When you close him down, Tobago will be losing someone with a valuable craft that can be sold to tourists who's coming on it. Let me just grab some things here. Look at all of these here. What you feel he's doing here? He's saying, Tobago, what is coffee showing? I love Tobago. This man is patriotic. You can get this right here. I love Tobago. When you buy food, you don't get I love Tobago. When you drink a beer, you don't get I love Tobago. When you buy a shirt or a painting, you might get that. But this man craft is literally showcasing Tobago. If you look at this again here, look. And they're closing. And they're closing this man down. Look at this. You have to dive way down in the sea to see this. A sea fan. They don't want this man here. They don't want him here. Look, a lobster. Everything the man make. They don't want him here. Telling him he owes rent. But when he go and he gets half of the money and pay half of the money, they take the man money and do that. Single-handedly, they have taken the man money. Yes, and they have done that. The wickedness of our Tobago administrators will not go unpunished. They are forcing this man out of business because they want to occupy this spot. So when the tourists come to take a picture with I love you, one of their friends who will be pretending to have a separate business, but it's their business, will be operating this. The folks who are in THA will be operating this business here. That's right. The independents, they are running for here. Because this is the closest business to the new I love you sign. You get what I'm saying to you all? Right? This is the closest business. And what they'll be selling here, they wouldn't be selling these things. They will not be selling things to Tobago. They're selling some popcorn. I want to say popcorn. Trying to make money. Any questions? And I want to say to Tobagoans, small business people, hold on. Help is on the way. We are going to fix it because clearly they have broken it far worse than it had been broken under the PNM. We will fix all of the mess together and restore Tobago to a place of prestige and glory and prominence. I thank you.